Everyone to my review of Colonial Conquest. This game I've been playing for about a week, and I'll share my thoughts on the game. So let's start it up here. Now, if you notice, I've been doing a review on my iPhone, primarily because I've been playing the game on my iPhone. I figure it's probably the best place to show you my review. Okay, so let me get some of the music on. There we go. I have a game that it's actually been playing, so start this one up. There we go. Okay. Britain, it is your turn. Okay. Okay. And these are some of the battles I just fought. So this background music is the reason I wanted to turn it up a little bit was primarily because I wanted you to hear the background music because it's one of the pros that I have for this game. The background music and sound effects are really good for this game. I was kind of delighted to hear it. It has a nice classical Victorian feel to it. It kind of immerses you in the game. I like that. And the sound effects are really cool too. So it's very odd for me to point those things out, but I did notice while playing the game that it is really good. Not a lot of developers paid too much attention to the sound and music. Some developers don't even put any music or sound effects into their game, so this was a nice addition. The second pro that I have is the beautiful map. As you can see, it is gorgeous. It's probably the best map I've seen on a mobile game. It's really beautiful. I mean, I don't know, it almost reminds me of like a Hearts of, not Hearts of Iron, I was going to say Victoria game. If you guys don't know what that is, type in Victoria and Paradox Interactive and you will get an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm a big Victoria or Victoria 2 game player. I really love those games by Paradox. And this kind of reminds me, at least the map does, of this game. It's beautiful. So there goes all those sound effects. I'm going to lower it a little bit because there's a lot of sound effects. So those are my first two pros. Right out of the gate, comes out with two. Now, I will probably, let me add my last pro and then we'll dive into cons, which there are a few. So my last pro is the combat system. It's actually pretty interesting. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna invade France, and just so this way you can get an idea of how the combat system works. Let's get ready for battle. Ooh, I sunk the French fleet, it looks like, and the French destroyed my landing force. That sucks. Okay. And then it kind of goes through conflicts throughout the world, like somebody's trying to attack Guatemala, and I think it's the Americans. Yes, the Americans took Guatemala. Interesting. So, as you can see here, it even gives you after-action reports. So my pro is it's an easy to understand combat system. It's very easy to send to move troops and such, and it's easy to understand. As you can see here, my fleet took 16 ship damage. I lost 16 ships, and my army was obliterated to nothing, which is interesting. So that's how the combat system works. Very easy, very cool. I like it. Now, diving into the cons. Yes, they are a few cons. So the production system is kind of weird. The production system is when you tap on a province like England, there's supposed to be three options on the bottom left: the eye, the troops, and then there's supposed to be a third option here, but it doesn't pop up. It only pops up every so often, so I think there's only a certain time of year that you can actually produce units. So I don't like that system. I mean, I can't produce units when I want them. I can have to hope that next turn I can. Last turn I couldn't. This turn I couldn't. I'm thinking either another turn or two down the road I could. But it's a weird system. I don't like it. It would be really cool if I can just produce units when I want them, which would be really cool, but I can't. So the other con that I have is the multiplayer system. There is none. as far as I can see, there is none. Uh, there was a weird achievement that I got. Maybe I can pop it in here. I did get an achievement for this game. And actually, where is this? I don't think this is. Okay. Well, I had a weird achievement where it said, I believe it said something unlock, play 5 multiplayer games, which was kind of weird because there's no multiplayer in this game. As you can see, you can go into main menu, but I could have sworn when I was playing this game earlier today, it says unlock, play 5 multiplayer games, and I think it said I achieved it. I didn't know how since I didn't. There is no multiplayer in this game. As you can see, new game, and you can select a country. So I can say I want to play America and just play AI there. But there's no other option. Like there's no alright, and then you just choose that, and then it goes into a single player. So there is no multiplayer at all in this game, which is I don't know, it's disappointing. It really is. There's no multiplayer at all in this game. So that like is a huge feature to kind of like leave out. You know, I don't know. It just it feels it's really weird. This song I could have sworn is straight. I know this song's in Victoria. I'm sure it's a classical song, and but it looks like it just took it straight from Victoria. Anyway, but there's no multiplayer at all in this game, and it's just I don't know. When you take multiplayer from a game like this, I don't know. It feels like a big omission to the game. If you put multiplayer in this game with a diplomatic system, it would have been amazing. You know, like imagine if I was playing U.S., I can work with England to take out Germany, which would have been awesome. But you can't do that. Um, yeah, so no multiplayer system really takes the game back quite a bit. And the one of the and my third con, which is probably the biggest one, there is no system besides the production system in this game, and that really, uh, this really kind of destroys the game for me, in essence, guys, because there's nothing in here. There's no diplomacy system, so I can't even make a diplomacy system with England. So, like right now, I think I'm playing U.S. I can't tap on England and make a diplomacy system. I can't. I can send them aid or something like that. I can spy on them, but I can't. As you can see, I can't make an alliance, non-aggression pact. It's almost like Risk, where you're at war with everybody, which I don't know. It feels more like a Victorian Risk game in essence, because like you really can't. There's no diplomacy system. Also, there is no economic system. You can't there's no economic system. Here I have some production finally. The only system that's actually in the game is to build troops. That's it, basically. I can't I can't do anything else. I can't like grow a railroad, manage businesses. I mean, anything that would have made this game really exciting. Say, wow, I'm building railroads from the eastern to the southern. Let me make a deal with Mexico, an alliance, maybe a non-aggression pact, and let me, make an alliance with France against England. I mean, stuff that would really sink you into this game. You can't do. It's an all for it's all for one. It's like everybody's out for themselves. And it's just like, all right. So, I mean, it just really lacks anything that sinks you into the game. It's just like, I can tell you after buying and playing it for about 20 minutes, I was just bored. I was just like, this game is really not that great. And I was just really disappointed sinking some cash into it, which is not a lot. It was just a couple of bucks the game, but it was just for the fact being is like I spent some money and this is what I got. I mean, I was like, I mean, in my personal opinion, I wish I could have just asked Apple for a refund because I wasn't satisfied. I spent a couple bucks for a game that I'm like, yeah, I could have bought a couple of songs that I would probably enjoy better. In essence, um, it feel it just it's not there. And this is my conclusion: the game feels hollow. There's nothing that sinks you into this game. It's just it could have been so much more. It could have been Victoria, the game I was talking about earlier. It could have been Victoria for iOS. It could have been a game like that where you can have a diplomacy system, a production system, an economic system, and it could have been a game that would have brought those desktop enthusiasts that are micromanaging armies and this and that into the mobile platform and said, hey man, we can play Victoria-like game on our iPhones or Android phones while at the office, on the way to work, in the subway, whatever it was, we could have done that on here. And they missed the mark. And for that, it just didn't do it. So honestly, I can't recommend this game. I'm sorry, I just can't. I want my money back in essence because I'm not going to play this game. After this review, I'm going to delete it and then look forward to another game that I'll maybe download off the App Store. Hopefully that can satiate my strategy, my strategy appetite. That's what I'm looking for. I'm something to accentuate that, so I can that appetite because I really want the games that I play on my desktop on my mobile platform. And a lot of people ask, well, why don't you just bring a laptop with you? Well, I don't. I want. I take my phone everywhere. Phone's with me 24 hours a day. Sometimes I'll take my tablet, but the phone's with me 24 hours a day. And I would love to play the games that I love on the mobile platform because honestly, there are times where I have to go to DMV or my doctor's office, whatever happens. I want to be able to kill maybe 30 minutes or 60 minutes and be engrossed and have time fly when I need it to fly. But this game doesn't do it. Sorry, guys. So hopefully next week I'll have a review for you of a game that can do that. Until the next review, I'll see you then, guys.